Today we're going to have a quick look at the Pipo U2. This is a 7-inch Android tablet. This tablet is running Android Jelly Bean 4.1.1 OS. And the reason I bought this was that I've been reading a lot of information about how there's a lot of innovations happening in the Android world, and up until I got this tablet I didn't have any Android devices. So I did a little research and tried to come up with something that was low cost that will allow me to kind of get a hands-on look at the Android world and see what it had to offer. What I ended up with was the Pipo U2. This is a tablet here. We're back to home. Tablet has decent performance, and although I did have to do one firmware update, because prior to that the Wi-Fi on it was really subpar, and with the firmware update it at least makes it a usable device. Before the firmware update you couldn't really get more than, I'd say, 20-25 feet away before it would start to drop the Wi-Fi signal. Looking at the back of the tablet, you can see on the top edge you've got your DC 5-volt in for charging, a mini HDMI port. You can use that port to hook up your tablet to a large screen TV or another monitor if you want to output your video or movie to another device. Next to that is a mini USB port. Moving on further, you've got your power button, your volume rocker, and escape button. If you're actually looking at the front of the tablet, the earphone jack's going to be on the upper right hand side, and that's a 2.5mm jack as opposed to the more commonly found 3.5mm. On the bottom edge is your micro SD card slot, and you can add up to a 32 gigabyte micro SD card to bump up the storage. The storage out of the box has built-in 16 gigabyte of storage. On the back there you can see your twin speakers and the camera. This tab actually has two cameras: a rear-facing camera, which is a 2 megapixel, a front-facing camera, which is a 0.3 megapixel camera. But this is not the tablet you want to get if you're interested in some high-quality images or high-quality video. No, they're very weak, very weak. The Pipo U2 I picked up back in December because I wanted something to have hands-on with over the holidays when I had some downtime. This was not my first choice, but for a tablet costing less than $130, I think the Pipo has served its purpose in my case. Again, I just wanted a hands-on to see what the Android world was all about, and it has served that purpose. It's got decent build quality, decent performance for a tablet in this price range. Let's have a look at a video I shot showing the video playback feature of the Pipo. Here we have the video player that comes with the tablet, and let's go ahead and just select a video. Here's a movie that's been out called Time Machine. As you can see, the screen quality is really nice. It's bright, sharp. It's an ISP screen. But what was unique about it, let me show you. You can scrub the video, which is really nice, to go to a certain part of your movie or video. But this icon right here, you touch that one, and basically puts the video in a small window. Now if I can pop back to the home screen, you see now I have the ability to move that video around on the screen. And what that means is that now you're able to multitask while watching a video. And that size is not locked in. You can go ahead and pinch to zoom out. So let's say I got a email notification. I could go ahead and go to my email, check email, while at the same time continuing to watch the movie. jump back to home screen, and I can navigate back and forth while the movie is still playing. And again, resize. And when you're finished, you just drag it to the side and it's gone. Here's a look at some of the more common features found on the Pipo U2 tablet. You can see it has most of the common things that you'll find on a tablet. One of my favorites, a strong point for me, is the IPS screen with a resolution of 1024 by 600. It's very vibrant, very sharp. One of the negatives is the Wi-Fi. Even after the firmware upgrade, the Wi-Fi is still a little weaker than some of the other tablets that I've seen. And another negative, which may be a positive for some, is the small bezel. If you have large hands, there's a propensity to have some false touches as you try to hold it. It takes a little practice. Here are some of the common accessories that may come with your tablet. It may vary depending on which vendor you get it from, but I think these are pretty standard. Again, that was just a quick look at the Pipo Ultra U2 7-inch Android tablet. When I purchased it, you could almost buy two Pipo U2 tablets for the price of the Nexus 7, which I think most people at the time thought was the top-of-the-line 7-inch Android tablet. The tablet I was actually waiting for was the Novo 7 Venus, and if you check back on this channel, we'll have a look at that. I finally was able to purchase that tablet. But that's the Pipo. It may fill the bill for some people. Now that prices have come down on the Nexus 7, and if you want the a real stable platform, that's probably the way to go. If you want something to experiment with, I can still say that you can look at some of the more lower cost Chinese tablets just to kind of get your feet wet in the marketplace.